Hello, tubies! So I'm going to make a meat sauce. I'm just using things that I have and things that I like. And I also want to show some of you that you don't have to stick completely to a recipe if you don't have something. Make do with some things that you do have around. Okay, so what we have here is finely diced onion, celery, and carrots. Now, some of you might think that's odd, but the carrots add a little sweetness. They're diced finely, very, very, very fine, so that after the sauce cooks for a while, most of that will dissolve. At least that's the plan. Now, here's a lot of garlic. I know this might be too much for most of you. It's about 12, 13 cloves. I like garlic, and I'm planning on making a good sized batch. Now, this almost looks like the beginning of perhaps a Bolognese sauce, but here's where it goes wrong. Hot Rotel. Oh yeah, I gotta have a little kick, so I love this Rotel stuff. I do. This is fire roasted diced garlic. Do you see a theme here? Diced tomatoes. That I got from the Dollar Tree. I love these fire roasted diced stewed tomatoes. Garlic stewed. They got the little black char chunks. See that? That's how you know it's the real deal, fire roasted. They're not just coming up with the fancy name. Olive oil to saute the vegetables in. Here are my spices. Black pepper, garlic powder if I need it, which I highly doubt. But if you don't have garlic or don't want to use this much, you can use some and then add that if you want more. Salt-free seasoning. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I love this stuff. It has granulated garlic, minced onion, orange peel, black pepper, crushed red pepper, parsley flakes, and lemon oil. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really taste like all that. It just got a wonderful flavor. I need to go back and buy some more. Herbes de Provence, which is similar to Italian seasoning. That's what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. Bay leaves and kosher salt. Here's my mini rigatoni, a little shorter in size. I chose this pasta because I want the meat yummies and everything to get all inside and coat the outside and be all over it. And then we're going to add, that's heavy, some Pinot Noir. I know that's a big bottle. It was a better value than the smaller bottle. And I am going to be, when this is all done, sharing this with somebody. So we will probably have a glass or two of wine together as well. Now I got bulk Italian sausage. I wanted spicy. They were completely out. So I'll add things to make that spicy, like this little goodie right here. And some 80/20 all natural ground beef chuck. So, those are my ingredients right now. Sometimes as I taste, I change things. But that's what we're going to get started with. Okay, so let's get to cooking that meat sauce. I need to get my skillet. Oh, Lordy. I decided to go with this because I don't think a skillet's going to do it. Whoa. damn near tore everything up. I should have got that out first. Woo! Okay. There are all of our reds. It'll be going together here pretty soon. All right, let me get those veggies in. Throw them in. You guys know the drill, right? Saute until translucent. Release the onions. A couple of minutes. Well, 3 or 4. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in all that garlic. Oh, boy! Look out! Yeah, baby. I'm going to add some kosher salt. That'll bring out some of the moisture in our veggies, thereby ensuring that our garlic does not burn. Meat time! Okay. This has some fennel in it, I think. Yeah, ooh, I can smell that. Alright, squeeze it out of the tube. It's about the easiest way, really. Alright. You can just get regular old pork, too, if you don't want to get sausage. Wow. It's already a lot. 2 pounds of meat. Girl, what were you thinking? Why do I have to do everything large? I need to figure out how to cook for one. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to share some of this, and I'm going to freeze it because I want leftover. Okay, we're getting there. The meat is browning. I wanted to cook some more because I want that pork to really render most of its fat. I know there's a lot of flavor in that, but it's not good for the old arteries. Quite a lot more fat has come out now. Has rendered. It has oozed out of the pork. It has leaked out. Lift up your little arms. Come on. How long is that cork? A foot? Oh. Okay. There we go. I'd probably put a cup and a half. One tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. How many tablespoons make up a cup and a half? 3 tablespoons. You can. Oh shoot! Oh my, that bottle is way too big. Oh, that's funny. I should probably leave that in. Oh gosh, it's an emergency call. They know I dropped the wine. What are you doing? Alcohol abuse. Let's turn that up a little bit. That's just so big for me to grab onto, folks. That's a 2-hander there. A 2-hander. We'll let that alcohol burn off, and it should be good. I think that was about a cup. I don't know. Maybe another good splash. There, that's it. I can tell. Yeah, I can smell that's the right amount now. But you do not have to add wine at all. I just felt like it. And it adds another layer of flavor, another dimension Now we're going to start with our spices. Give me some herbs de Provence, aka Italian-like seasoning. I don't want anybody calling me out on that, because it does have, what? Rosemary, fennel, basil, thyme, marjoram, and parsley, garlic, and coarse sea salt. I think everything I'm putting in here also has garlic in it as well. This will be a garlic lover's delight. Okay, rub them together so they sparkle and shine and release that fabulous flavor. I think we need some more, because this is going to be a big pot of sauce. My salt-free seasoning, you know how much I love this. That's a lot. Maybe it's too much. I can always add more later. You know, that's how I do it, folks. I just kind of wing it. I don't have recipes. Sorry. But you get the idea. I mainly want to show you to be brave, experiment, play. Start off with just a little bit of stuff, because you can always add. Okay, let's see how we're going. I'm pretty sure the alcohol is gone now. I'm liking where that's heading. I think I can add some more of this. That wasn't much. That was I had probably only added about a teaspoon or so, and okay. We're going to add all the red stuff, the red sauces. The diced. Now you can use whole peeled tomatoes. People, really, you can use whatever you want, okay? Some people add water. Some people add beef broth. I don't have any beef broth. I probably will add a little water. Not sure. I'm gonna just let it go for a while now and see what happens. This is where you just let all those dried herbs slowly simmer and marinate in here. See, I want this about this thickness, really, because I want a meat sauce. If you want to spread this and you've got a big family, well, use less meat, use more sauce. I mean, put hot dogs in it if you want. Hell, I don't care. Now, it does need some salt. I like that kosher salt too. It's strong, so you don't need a whole lot. You don't need as much of that as you need of the iodized salt. So I'm gonna, oh, how could I forget my lovely baby? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You know, I was just saving you for last because you special. I know. The Italians are going crazy. She put in diced tomatoes with habaneros? Okay, that was not Italian. It wasn't Mexican either. Oh, blasphemy! Nobody in Italy does this thing! Well, we got a lot of Hispanics here, so it influences my taste quite a bit. And I like that flavor and that little bit of kick. Alright, I'm throwing in the rest of my salt-free seasoning. So again, folks, just, let things cook. Let the flavors blossom. And then decide if you need to add other things. But I'm really liking the consistency already. It's nice. All right.